You know, regardless of your religious affiliation, most of us know around the globe that one of the most famous phrases at this time of year in the holiday season is this simple but powerful phrase, ho, ho, ho. Right? I mean, isn't it the truth this time of year? That's just famous. And of course, coming from one of the most famous personalities ever, Santa Claus. But I want to share a little secret that virtually no one knows outside of the North Pole. Santa is a stutterer. It's for real. One of the most famous people on the planet, if not the most, is a stutterer. Now, also a little known secret, even less known. In fact, some of the elves in the North Pole don't even know this. So please keep it quiet. Santa got a little help from Michael Williams. So, what am I talking about? What do I mean Santa is a stutterer? And, okay, so what? I mean, it's great. So, another famous person stutters. How does that help me? I get it. But hey, this is really interesting. Bear with me here. So, remember at the beginning of this, I said that one of the most famous phrases, certainly at this time of year, like ever uttered in the history of mankind, is that simple and inviting phrase, certainly inviting to children around the globe. That simple phrase, ho, ho, ho. Well, truth is, that wasn't Santa's intention the first time he said it. Not at all. What Santa intended to say as he's flying through the sky, racing to get all of those gifts delivered, Rudolph at the head of the pack of reindeer. And Rudolph started taking a wrong turn, and Santa fully intended to say, "Hold on, Rudolph, hold on." But it came out, ho, ho, ho. And it stuck. No, he was stuck, but the phrase stuck. And not only that, but Rudolph got it right away. Boom, he was right back in alignment, on his way. Everything worked out perfectly. And now here's the thing, here's the tragedy of the whole thing. Even though it worked out great, children apparently around the globe heard this, and it lit them up. They're like, oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Ho, ho, ho. You know, they were all like, yes, Santa. Man, that's just a killer phrase. That's so awesome. Ho, ho, ho. Yes, we can buy into that. Now we know it's you when we hear that. I mean, it's just totally cool. Went viral. It was amazing. Continues to be to this day. Meanwhile, back on the sleigh, when this happened, Santa was embarrassed, right? I mean, he's like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that. He knows that his voice bellows around the globe. He knows his voice matters. Totally knows it. He gets that. He's filling some big shoes. He gets it. He knows it. And he was so embarrassed, so worried that he would be laughed out of his job. He was so concerned that by stumbling on that word that seemed so simple, hold on, Rudolph. That's not like Santa, right? And this dude he gets things right, man. He has to. He's got to drop gifts in homes around the planet. It's a good thing there's some who don't believe, because honestly, I'm not sure that he could really pull it off if it was every child on the planet. I don't know. But he gets a lot of them there, right? It's amazing. I mean, that takes some serious systems and structures. Unbelievable, really. So this guy's a perfectionist, pretty much, right? So you can just imagine, right? You know how it is. Your voice matters. What you do matters. Amplify that by like 1 trillion, and you got Santa, right? So imagine that. Here he is, trying to utter a simple phrase, a simple instruction to his chief reindeer. He was kind of gone awry. And it comes out, ho, ho, ho. So he wasn't getting it. Even though all the kids out there were loving this, were embracing this new phrase, really getting it themselves on a whole new level. Oh my goodness, Santa's voice matters. Santa wasn't feeling it. Thankfully, Michael Williams stepped in. Now, to be truthful, I think this is like Michael Williams' great, super great grandfather. It had to be. Michael's not that old. But whatever the case, he took the smooth speech system. But here's the thing. Yes, he absolutely got to smooth speech. Amazing. I mean, you should have heard some of the other things Santa said. I'm not going to go through it. You can imagine it. It was embarrassing for Santa. What's interesting about this is the one that he was worried most about, because he knew children were hearing him, because he's cruising across the sky in his sleigh, bellowing it out. He was so concerned about that, because usually when he got stuck, usually when he stumbled, it was back at the shop in the North Pole with the elves. And some of them gave him a hard time about it. Unfortunately, not that much different than the rest of the world. Still, people who would not be nice, people who wouldn't even give him the platform to speak. But of course, being Santa, he was able to pull it off. But imagine that. Santa Claus, a stutterer, and yet he's the one bringing gifts around the world. He didn't let that stop him. But this one thing, this ho, 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 really got to him. Because it wasn't just the elves back in the North Pole. These are the people he was serving. And the last thing he wanted was for them to laugh about him, was for them to no longer see him in the same way. Whereas for those children to no longer really believe that his voice matters. But Michael Williams, senior, made it clear that, Santa, now that you're speaking so much more smoothly. You still got to keep the ho, ho, ho. Because you know, don't you, that baby is gone viral. And so it goes that Santa Claus, perhaps the most famous stutterer of all time, as smooth as he speaks now, whether it's to a child on his lap, to the elves in the shop, who have now made amends for their poor behavior in the past. Santa has forgiven them. As effective as his communication is, as smoothly as he speaks, there's one part of that old stutter that he still blesses the world with today. Ho, ho, ho! Happy holidays, everyone. May it be smooth in every way, no matter how it comes out of your mouth. Know that you are a blessing and your voice matters.